Yo, what is good, everyone? I hope you are blessed. I hope your families are blessed.
Violent and dangerous criminals every day.
Maybe it's not that bad.
But what happens when it's their very own family they have to arrest?
Yanni, why are you pushing me?
Caitlin, knock it off!
This is Officer Kovac,
Oh, that'll
a
be tough.
policeman who didn't approve of his daughter's relationship with 18-year-old Makai Coleman. After tracing his daughter's laptop to the residence, he spotted Makai's car driving by and decided to pull it over.
You can get out. You're going to jail. Get out.
For what
Have a
reason?
seat in my car. We'll make shit up as we go.
It's immediately clear that this
Dang.
isn't a normal police interaction. That last
He said we're gonna make stuff up as they go. Is this cop crazy?
phrase, "we'll make it up as we go," is obviously unprofessional and quite scary too. Officer Kovac has a personal and emotional connection to this case, and
That is a vendetta. That's not a normal. He has a vendetta against that black man.
has
He
even
wants to
made
put
an
him behind
unlawful
bars.
traffic stop
Yo,
because
good
of
check,
it.
Spawn.
Even if he did have a valid reason to pull Makai over, he should have radioed for another officer to handle the stop. But instead, he's taking things into his own hands.
Legally, you have to
Any
pull someone
guns,
in.
knives, weed on you? What's that?
Obviously.
Go ahead, get smart before I can do something to you, even more.
The passenger
Wow.
side door opening means someone is still in the vehicle, and it turns out to be another of his daughter's friends, but she's still nowhere to be seen.
I tell you to get out of the car? Did I tell you to get out of the car?
Yeah, true. It's racism, bro. Can I be mod
Yeah,
now?
no, my
You're not on the
dick
stream
was in your
enough,
eye.
check Spawn.
Conveniently, Kovac managed to pull them over right next to the friend's
you're
house.
barely in the stream.
So he decided to have a chat with the mother after remembering his daughter's laptop also showed her inside of this house.
Why is there a computer there?
Why would your daughter be in my house?
I don't know. You know. So if I check and you're lying to me, you're going to jail.
You could check, and I'm not lying to you.
She's getting a ticket because she wasn't wearing her seatbelt, so that's going to cost you $20.
Then you know what? Get a warrant.
That's fine.
Dang.
The woman politely invites Kovac to search her home despite having no legal obligation to. He tells her that because her daughter wasn't wearing a seatbelt, he's going to write them a ticket for $200, causing the woman to revoke
Yeah.
her consent to search.
Everyone
It's
is going
becoming
to jail with
clear
this guy.
just
This
how
guy's
much he's willing to
a
abuse
tyrant.
his power to solve his own personal issues. So the woman decides to speak up.
Hey, you're making this
You're being
personal.
disorderly.
How am I being disorderly?
She wasn't wearing a
Because I
seatbelt.
was wearing my
Yo, what's good,
seatbelt.
Angel? How you
Making this
doing?
personal. You wanted to get my daughter because you think your daughter is in my
No,
house.
she wasn't
But
wearing a
whatever you
seatbelt.
call it, I'm going to call 911.
Realizing exactly what's going on, the girl's mother reminds Officer Kovac that
I
what
would-
he's doing is
I would
both
be so scared,
unprofessional
guys.
and
Like, imagine you're the guy in this situation. Like, you're the boyfriend. Like, I would be so afraid. Because what are we going to do?
illegal. But in a scramble
Like,
to prevent the woman from calling his colleagues to the scene, he decides to let her daughter go without a ticket before discovering something nobody could predict.
You're doing great. That's what's up. It's perfect.
I didn't even see you. Get out of the car.
That's his door.
Get in my car.
How did you not see your door that whole time? I'm a call
Right, you
now.
guys are good. Ma'am, they could go with you.
The officer's daughter, Caitlin, had been hiding inside Makai's car the entire time, obviously
this guy's
terrified of
seen-
what her father might do to her and her
Clearly he's seeing red because how have you not seen your door?
friends. It turns out
took
her
you that
fear
long?
wasn't unfounded, as he proceeds to essentially kidnap his own daughter by forcing her into his vehicle.
Get in my car. Goodbye.
You can't take me. I am 18. You have to give me a reason. By law, Yanni, why are you pushing me? Are you kidding?
Oh man, yo, this is crazy.
Caitlin, knock it off.
You don't want me. I know. Why you can't do this?
100% is getting fired, yeah.
I'm an adult.
Get in the car. She's going to the hospital because she said she was going to kill herself Friday.
No, I didn't. I did not.
Caitlin is essentially being kidnapped here.
Well, we
She's
watching-
broken no laws and is
It's when cops have to arrest their family members. But this is like a really like a twisted version because the cop is the bad guy in this situation. It's
legally
like,
an adult, meaning she can stay or go with anyone she wants.
He
But
kidnapped his
despite
daughter.
that, he tells her that she has to come with him to the hospital as she needs a psychological evaluation. There's no need to point out just how badly Officer Kovac handled the entire situation. Internal Affairs did that for us. It was quickly concluded that Kovac
what's good,
acted
CC? How you doing?
illegally and irresponsibly. During the
missed you, CC.
entire
I hope
interaction,
you've been good.
Kovac was listed as an available unit and was called to a domestic abuse case, but he never responded. Officer John Kovac was later fired from the police department for his unprofessional behavior. But it's not only police officers that can be protective parents, though. Take this example from Vermont, when a 52-year-old father tried using an excavator to attack the officers that were arresting his own kid.
Wow. Oh, he's using an excavator? Seriously? Yo, that guy, he thinks he's in a movie.
What you're watching is essentially two people threatening each other with deadly weapons. The cops are in an extremely tough position here. They have to keep control of the detained suspect while also talking down his father,
You have a
all while in
dilemma?
a life or death
What?
situation.
Oh, I hope you get better, Cece. Think positive. You got. Oh my. Okay, this guy is not thinking positive.
For all available units, I've got 343 and 254 and a 1010.
Unfortunately, this is where
He's
the footage
holding the gun at him
ends.
like, do
However,
not put that
you can make
down.
out the radio dispatcher informing other officers of a 1010 at the address. A 1010 is a fight in progress, and more units are quickly dispatched to help these two officers take
You like
control
it,
of the
Gabby.
situation and take the entire family into custody. The son was arrested on charges of burglary.
If you like a guy and you don't know how to approach him. Let's see. Yeah, Angel is a girl. You just be open and honest. You be open and honest.
And assault, while the father was also
Open and
taken
honest
into
in like
custody
a
and
not too
arrested.
forward way.
In both of these cases so far, a cop's family
Like, you don't have to be too forward about it, but just try to be honest and
member hasn't
straightforward.
been directly arrested. But this next case shows what happens when a cop has to arrest.
But at the same time, make sure like they feel like somewhat the same way, because otherwise you're gonna get,
his own daughter for a DUI.
you know what I mean? You need to assess him, like how does he feel?
Arrested for DUI.
On the 28th of December 2022, a witness had observed a white vehicle strike a traffic light and then quickly drive off.
So wait, what happened with that previous
officer
one?
was also dispatched to help these two. Was arrested on charges of burglary and assault, while the father was also taken into custody and arrested. In both of these cases so far, a cop's family member hasn't been directly arrested. But this
Dang.
next case shows
That's
what
crazy.
happens when a cop has to arrest his own daughter for a DUI.
You do stops with this shit, you're arrested for DUI.
Hang out with him and you'll get signs. Yeah, that's the best advice.
2022, a
Angel.
witness had observed a white
he has
vehicle
the
strike
best
a
advice
traffic
there.
light and then quickly drive off.
That guy had the
Part of
worst hairline,
vehicle's
you're right.
bumper had fallen off in the road after the hit. Around 15 minutes after the call, police located the suspect's vehicle at a gas station across the road. But the driver was the last person they expected.
Come back from Applebee's?
Yeah, I had a drink.
Okay. How old are you?
21. My dad is,
Listen, your bumper's in the road over there. Did you just hit that pole?
No, I promise you I did not.
No?
Oh,
The very thing 21-year-old Teresa says is that her dad is an officer with the local PD, possibly hoping that he'd come and get her out of the situation. But the cops at the scene are sure that things are way past that.
You left Applebee's.
Like, I won't really give much advice, because put a LeBron James and he'll fall in love with you. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, if you
You cut through the plaza. You
If you
came
did
out
something
by
like that,
Lowe's
you're
and
good.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Did you hit the traffic pole that's right there?
I hit the traffic pole. This part was hanging off already. I hit a deer in Pennsylvania because I go to school in.
Do you smoke marijuana recreationally?
No, I do not smoke marijuana universally.
Universally,
Diddy,
smoking
more like P. Diddy?
marijuana isn't
Oh,
the
not
only
Diddy.
part
No,
of her
why?
story that doesn't make any sense. She's saying that her bumper was already hanging off from an accident in Pennsylvania
Thanks.
around 25 miles away, and
No
it just
problem.
happened to fall off right as another car identical to hers
problem, Angel.
struck a traffic light. But Teresa has a trick up her sleeve that might just get her out of this.
You'll let us know.
At least, that's what she hopes.
My fault, I wasn't
car
paying attention.
identical to hers struck a traffic light. But Teresa has a trick up her sleeve that might just get her out of this. At least, that's what she hopes.
Her
I
dad.
hit a deer.
You see this?
I hit a deer before this. You can ask my dad.
This piece fell off at the traffic
Ask my dad. Oh no.
that you knocked over. 670. Do you have another unit out with you?
Call my dad. He's the sheriff's
All right,
officer.
hang out.
Over the course of just a few minutes,
dear.
Teresa brings up her dad over 5 times, obviously praying that he'll be able to find a way
She thinks her dad will save the issue, but I doubt
for her
it.
to get out of this. But before he can come to rescue her,
Why
the
is
cops are
Pete's
starting to
message
zero
like
in on what
his
really
name is
happened
above the
and begin to
message?
get at least some of the truth from Teresa.
Did you drive away because you're scared because you maybe had one drink and you think you're drunk?
Yeah.
And you might get arrested, but you don't seem like you're drunk?
Yes.
So you want to just tell the truth?
Yes, I'm telling you the
So when after Applebee's, did you hit a traffic pole? You can't miss it. It lights up. It's red, green, and yellow.
I hit a curb.
You hit a traffic signal.
No, I hit a curb.
Yeah, you went up the curb, you hit the traffic signal fell down, and you
I
left.
was texting. You
Okay.
just call my dad. He will tell you.
Well,
The sheriff's officer,
here's the thing.
I promise
Your dad, the
you.
sheriff's officer, wasn't driving your vehicle today.
In just this one
Like,
short
what is-
conversation,
What does she mean? The dad can tell you. Yo, what's good, Agent Greeny? Shout out to Agent Greeny. What can the dad tell her in this
Teresa
situation?
admits that she did hit something, that she's more intoxicated than they realized, and that she was texting while
Like, it's not like the dad can just come in and be like, oh, I'm a sheriff, so let's just tick this off and that's it.
driving. 3 driving faults that can each come with their own punishment. So now that the truth has come out, the detectives decide to speak with her father, John. But it turns out he's not there to help her.
Agent,
how are you?
Agent Greeny, why would he say that? Why do you have to get banned already? Why do you do this to yourself, Agent?
Where's the damage on the car?
Okay, the damage on the car there, I think it was like the front right bumper.
John explains that Teresa did hit a deer earlier and that the damage was on the front right bumper, but it was nowhere near as serious as the damage the car was currently sustaining.
Can I come out? You guys
You're gonna
out
watch
there?
this live on your
That's up to you.
TV?
I'll see if she wants you to come out, if she wants, you to drive her home.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Let me come out there and I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. Thank you.
Okay, all right, sounds good.
It looks like Teresa isn't going to be getting the salvation she was hoping for from her dad, and just 5 minutes
You removed
later,
yourself? No,
he
it's too
arrives
late,
at
you're
the scene
banned.
to talk with the cops.
You're banned now, you're banned. It's over now.
So,
You're banned.
what she's saying, like, and where the damage was and everything, doesn't really make too much sense. So, tried to get some more information out of her, but and then that piece of bumper there. So, for the other one, was it just like the bumper wasn't hanging like that?
Yeah, no, so what it was is basically this was intact.
Okay.
This piece was missing, and the scratches here, that's all from the deer that she...
Nah, unless I tell you to.
So right now, this is going to be my call. Okay. Coming out.
Okay, gotcha.
He's going to be providing all the details.
Okay, who's your supervisor?
Sorry, John.
Not Martin, dude. I'm just asking.
The cops who were first at the scene almost seem as though they're expecting John to try and make excuses for his daughter, and get extra nervous when he asks who their supervisor is. Obviously, there are countless examples of corruption where officers, especially those in the higher ranks, are able to use their power to prevent their family from getting into
Wow.
trouble. However, the officers quickly realize all he's trying to do is gather all the information on the incident so he can make a fair assessment himself. This quickly becomes evident as he checks his text messages from her to try and create a timeline of events.
I just want to show you this so you can see it. You home 10:39. What do you think time do you think that initial call came? Because she probably hit it and was like, Dad, what the fuck do I do?
Somewhere between 10:45 and
Yeah,
11.
say it in your brain. Don't spam it in the chat.
That's about right.
When we're talking to her, she wasn't telling us what she said all.
I mean, lying to she knows better. I'm a cop. She knows not to do that. Well, maybe she didn't even. Do you think she? I'm not. I'm saying she didn't lie.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to be very clear about that.
Yeah.
But she might not even look at the freaking car to see if there's any difference.
However, despite John's willingness to help the officers out, the sergeant at the scene asks him not to get involved, so to guarantee the integrity of the investigation. So far, everything other than Teresa's conduct has been perfect and is a great example of proper policing.
Does this go wrong at all? The dad is being a W. He's doing it by the law.
So, it's back to focusing on what Teresa had mentioned earlier. She says she'd only had one drink at Applebee's, but it's starting to seem as though she may be a little more drunk than they realized. Suspicions that were only confirmed after some field sobriety tests.
And everything that happened today, right? I don't think that you were okay to take the operator from the vehicle.
Dad!
So,
Dad!
you got everything right.
Dad! Where's my dad?
Oh, your dad's right over here.
Oh, I'd hate to have that. Your daughter's just crying.
Stop with this shit. Get in the car. You're arrested.
She tried to abuse her dad's power.
Seat.
She thought it was gonna work.
After being forced into the police vehicle by her own dad, Teresa was driven to the police station where her blood alcohol level was tested. It came back as 0.17%, over twice the legal limit. As of this upload, Teresa is still awaiting her penalty, but has been issued a court summons for driving under the influence, reckless driving, and failure to report a car accident. Teresa's dad followed protocol perfectly, but what happens when...
Dang, so that's like, the situation is like, she's like one of the girls that tries to say, oh, I have a powerful dad that makes me able to do whatever I want. But that time it did not work at all.
Instead of the dad
it went
being
the
called to
opposite
handle
way.
his daughter, it's the daughter who calls the cops on her own dad. Well, that's exactly what happened on the 24th of March, 2023, when officers were called to a domestic violence case that turned out to be nothing like they expected.
Oh. Can you put the dog in a room for me?
Oh, PD, that's why Check Spawn said that P. Diddy joke.
The woman who answered the door tells the police that she had an argument with her father where he threatened to punch her, and she just wants her parents to listen to her and take responsibility for the issues in her childhood. The responding officer immediately realizes he's in for a rough one.
When did he threaten to punch you?
You want to treat me the way he treated me?
Hey. Are you talking to me or are you talking to me?
She said, treat me the way you
want to treat me the way he treated me?
Hey. Are you talking to me or are you talking to them?
No, I'm not talking. You know, I'm talking to her, making faces.
What I'm saying though is you need to be talking to me.
I have never once called the cops on someone before, and this first time, and he deserved it.
Okay, well he's gonna go talk to him
No,
separate.
not without me.
Okay, then do you want us to conduct an investigation or not?
Calling the cops on your dad is crazy,
Her
unless
father
he's
into a
like...
separate room where he explains that his daughter had been screaming at him all day. Apparently, she was blaming him and his wife for decisions she made.
What's happened? Bro, basically the girl called the cops on her dad because apparently her dad has been hitting
and
her.
he was getting tired of the problems she's causing them. Despite the toxicity of the situation, things stayed calm, at least until the cops found a marijuana pipe in the daughter's bag.
No wonder she was speaking in her foreign language.
When you have a pipe in there that's commonly used to smoke
Why
marijuana.
don't you take
Why is it so black though?
Pipe in the daughter's bag.
But you have a pipe in there that's commonly used to smoke
Why
marijuana.
don't you take this?
As well as the wrapping papers, so...
Well, go. It's not your purse. You don't have the
Okay,
right
it's
to
called
get in it.
plain view.
Go the
Oh, dang.
blah, blah, blah.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back.
I was trying to
Turn around, put your hands behind your back. You're going to be under arrest for obstructing if you do not comply. Stand up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she said tit. He done grabbed her breast.
Get on my back, get on my back.
Give me your hand. Stop resisting.
Like she's approaching granny age though, like.
Man, I thought I had to call you guys for
Okay.
In the scuffle, the woman intentionally...
She got that, you know, she got the face of, who's that guy? Is his name Uncle Sam from Courage the Cowardly Dog?
And resisted the...
Okay.
I don't know why
scuffle.
She got that old looking face,
The
like
woman
she got that
intentionally
Courage the
kicked one of
Cowardly
the
Dog
officers and
uncle
resisted
looking
the
face.
arrest. The cops also searched her bag and found a myriad of intoxicants and illegal drugs. So they read her rights and took her out to the patrol vehicle. Back
That went
inside the
wrong.
house, though, things are only getting weirder.
How is you gonna call the cops on your dad and you end up the one in handcuffs and leaving?
The officer hears a sound coming from the bathroom and decides to investigate further.
It happened back there. Something fell down back there.
You see it?
in the bathroom.
Who's
I'm
Christine?
telling you.
A friend of Janet's.
Is she allowed to be here?
Yeah.
It's kind of odd that she stayed in the bathroom the whole time. Does she have warrants?
I don't know.
Hey, Christine! I need you to come out here for a sec.
Unsurprisingly, the mysterious woman hiding from the cops in the bedroom turned out to have warrants out for her arrest and was
Wow.
also put in cuffs. The woman's parents explain that their daughter has been troubled for a long time and has serious trauma from when she was younger. They tell the police that she's currently in therapy for it, which might have brought it to the front of her mind and caused the aggressive nature towards
Yo,
them.
if she's looking like that, like she's looking like the uncle from Courage the Cowardly Dog. Her parents are like old, like just looking from that. He looks old, man. Having to deal with that, like
and
a daughter like
has
that,
serious
that
trauma from
age,
when she was
like
younger.
70
They
years
tell the
old,
police
it's
that
crazy.
she's currently in therapy for it, which
Bro.
might have brought it to the front of her mind and caused the aggressive
Bro,
nature.
you need to kick her out the house. This is what we need. Like, you need to
towards
kick
them,
her
but
outside
they never
the
mention
house.
what the issues are.
Get out.
Nevertheless, the woman was charged with possession of illegal drugs and resisting
I
arrest.
look at her
the
face.
parents weren't charged with. The woman was charged with possession of illegal drugs and resisting arrest. The parents
Get her
weren't
out the
charged with
house.
anything, meaning their daughter's call completely backfired on her. Drawing from what we know, it seems that the parents were mostly in the right here and had just been dealt a bad hand. Things are completely different for Bruce Adams, though, a father who decided to take matters into his own hands when his son was arrested by abusing his power as a county commissioner.
Tell me who I called to find out why he's in jail. You want me to sue the son of a county sheriff?
In November 2022, Kenneth Adams was pulled over for running a stop sign. But as it turns out, Kenneth was in much more trouble than he realized.
How's it going?
Good. What did I do wrong?
Good. So the reason I stopped you is you didn't come to a complete stop at the stop sign?
I did.
And then you didn't have your turn signal on.
I sure did.
Okay.
I know for a fact I had my turn signal on.
Okay.
That's why I was surprised you were pulling me over, but whatever.
The officer then took his license and ran it through the system, where he would discover Kenneth had a warrant out for burglary and theft of a vehicle. All of a sudden,
code is bad.
Kenneth becomes defensive and refuses to exit the vehicle.
Can I get you to step out of the vehicle with me?
What are you doing? No, what's going on? Seriously, what's going on?
You have a warrant.
How do I have a warrant?
I don't know how you have a warrant.
Dr.
but
Pepper. I don't like
it's on
Dr.
our
Pepper.
system right now. You have an active warrant out of 7th District Court here in San Juan.
I've gone to, no, that's incorrect.
Okay,
I've gone
well,
to
it's on our system right now.
Well, you
I'm
need
not
to
going to
call
argue with you about it. You're going to go to jail tonight on that warrant, okay?
No, I'm not. Dude, this is absurd.
Mr. Adams, you do have an active warrant.
I've been loving 7-Up recently.
Who issued the warrant, though?
The court's have it issued.
For what, though? Because I've gone to court for everything. There should not be an active warrant for me anywhere, dude.
Kenneth claims that he's already been to court for his previous crimes, but the warrant still calls for his arrest. For the majority of smaller cases, the suspect is tasked with turning in the documents that prove that they've been to court and completing any classes they were made to attend by the judge. Without those documents, the court cannot confirm they attended anything. So when Kenneth forgot to turn his in, the warrant remained open, and the police had no way to tell that he had in fact been to court.
Issued October 13th.
For what?
He's trying to bend the law.
Burglary charges.
Was he lying?
Dude, I've been to court for that. No, I've
That
been
guy
to
is a
court for
liar.
that.
You want to know the charges?
He's just
Yeah,
a liar.
I do.
Yeah, no, I'm not. He just keeps saying no, I'm not.
A theft charge, mischief.
That's on my old case.
3 charges of burglary of a vehicle and criminal trespass.
Yeah, why is that floating up now?
Criminal
Kenneth
trespass.
was taken away to the station, but
Burglary.
this is when his father, Bruce Adams, turned up, who turned out to be the county commissioner for the local area. How convenient for Kenneth. Immediately after arriving at the scene, Bruce demanded to know what was going on and quickly started to show signs of corruption.
Where's Kenneth?
He's in jail. They took him.
You already took him to jail?
They took him to jail, and I stayed here with the car.
Why?
For a warrant.
Who do I call to find out?
Find out the warrant?
You're a police officer. Tell me who I called.
Yo, if the dad approaches you like this, what are you doing? My hands is up. What do I... What was he? The commissioner or something like that?
I gotta be careful with this stuff, Bruce. You understand that? Okay. That's the warrant. Okay, so it says warrant status active, offense, burglary,
He's about to start shouting, I just know it.
Mischief, burglary of a vehicle, burglary of a vehicle, burglary
He's
of a vehicle.
already been to court over that.
It's, you saw the warrant right there. I showed you the warrant.
He's been charged with that, and he has a plea in abeyance on all of it.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to turn him loose.
I can't turn him loose, Bruce.
Who can?
Nobody can. He's been arrested for a warrant. The courts can.
And the warrant's false.
Huh? The warrant's not false.
You want me to sue the son of a county sheriff because he arrested my kid on a false warrant?
The warrant's right there.
Bruce is obviously trying to abuse his position and influence the commissioner to try and save his son from the law. But luckily, this officer stands his ground and refuses to cave in. Eventually, though, Kenneth was released from jail, the warrant was withdrawn, and no further action was taken against Bruce.
That is ridiculous. So the dad was kind of corrupt in that way.